Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is 5 more easy dinner ideas that are toddler approved. So tonight's dinner is sweet potato, barbecue chicken, and coleslaw. So the first thing I'm doing is just getting these sweet potatoes in the oven. I just pierce them with a fork, put on some olive oil, and then wrap them up in foil and put them on the oven at 400 degrees for, honestly, until I opened them up and it was soft. I think it was like an hour that it took. Okay, this is the easiest way to make coleslaw. If you don't really want to do too much work, just get a bag of this tri-colored coleslaw and add ranch. Then I added a little apple cider vinegar for a little bit of the vinegar taste, and then put that in the fridge for the rest of the day so that it could kind of marinate. Now I'm starting on the chicken, and I decided to use these organic chicken breasts from Costco. I cut them in half so that they go further, and you know, meat is just so expensive these days. Cooks faster as well. And then I just doused it in this Stubbs barbecue sauce. I like it because it doesn't have too much added sugar and like weird ingredients. I let that marinate, and then my husband was so kind to barbecue it on the smoker. Turned out great. The boys loved it. Anytime Steven makes meat on the smoker, they eat it all up. Okay, so this night I'm making Japanese fried chicken, brown rice, miso soup, and I guess another form of coleslaw, you could say. This isn't like a classic Japanese dish, it's just kind of inspired. Here I'm making bone broth though. I didn't really show too much of it, but this is the bone broth I made from our turkey bones and froze way back after Thanksgiving. And then to make the rice a little more nutrient dense, I cooked it with that bone broth. This is some organic Japanese dressing that I found at Sprouts. Was really yummy. This is how we cooked the chicken. We just battered it, and we didn't actually fry it. We put it in our toaster oven, big toaster oven. This is me making miso soup. You just dissolve miso paste in water, and this is the finished product. Going to interrupt this cooking video just to showcase this delicious dinner Steven and I had on our date night. Steven's mom came into town and she so graciously offered to watch the boys for us. And this is what we had. This delicious salad and these 2 pizzas from an Italian restaurant near us. Okay, so next I'm making some homemade chicken noodle soup with homemade noodles. I've never made the homemade noodles before, so this was really fun to make. Starting off by just putting the same chicken breast in the oven with some Redmond sea salt. Then I went ahead and cut up the carrots and onions and garlic. I decided to leave this clip in because I realized you never get to see me in these videos, so here I am. This is me behind the camera. So now I'm making the actual noodles. I got this recipe, I believe, from Lisa at Farmhouse on Boone, so shout out to her. It's 3 cups of flour, 2 eggs, and some salt. And you can see Elliot here wanting to scoop with his ice cream scooper. So then you just mix it up and roll it out flat and use a pizza cutter to make the noodles. And my 3-year-old had a lot of fun helping me do that. Then in a pan or a pot, you're just going to saute all your veggies. And once that's done sauteing with some oil, add in the chicken stock and shredded chicken. I was trying to defrost the chicken stock because I had it frozen and I didn't let it sit out long enough, so here I am like shaking it feverishly. Then I just added some frozen peas and pepper and lots more salt, and you can see how cute everyone is just running around, but it had descended into chaos at this point. Everyone was super hungry and my dinner was taking a long time. My husband had just gotten home. He helped me put the noodles in, but at this point I was committed and I was filming it and I was making this soup, so everyone was just gonna have to wait. So then I just added some lemon, and here you can see Lila Girl woke up and cooked these noodles. These noodles were so good. It takes a longer time for them to cook because they're thicker, but they reheat way better because they don't get all soggy and stuff. They're way more sturdy, so highly recommend trying this out yourself. Okay, so this next dinner is like a chipotle pot roast, Mexican pot roast kind of meal. I'd never made this before. I followed a recipe and it called for chipotle peppers, garlic, lemon juice, apple cider vinegar, salt, taco seasoning, and oregano, and some water. Made a little rub, so to say, or a little marinade. Then I just seared the chuck roast in my Instant Pot on the sear setting. Added the sauce with some onions, and then I threw in carrots because we had them, but that wasn't really a part of the recipe. And yeah, then I just covered it up, and I did a 90-minute, I believe, Instant Pot setting, like pressure cook setting to cook the meat. If I could have changed one thing, I would have done a slow cook. And so if I had more time, I would have done like a 4-hour or even an 8-hour slow cook, because I think that would have made it a little bit more tender. It had a lot of fat in it, and I think that would have like rendered it down a bit. But otherwise, the flavor was definitely there. I served it with refried beans and brown rice and some chips, and it made a perfect amount of leftovers for the next day. Okay, the next meal is super easy. Just chicken breast smothered in barbecue sauce, cut in half, thinwise, laid on this tray. Frozen sweet potatoes and broccoli, which I seasoned and put olive oil on. Normally I use, obviously, normal sweet potato, but just thought I'd try this. Threw it in our toaster oven thing, large toaster oven, and that was dinner. Super, super easy. Served it with some barbecue sauce, and was really good. This night Joseph wasn't there. My 3-year-old wasn't there because he was with my younger sister visiting her college for the weekend, so that was really fun. But yeah, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you in the next one. Bye.